Hello everybody. I thought I would do a update video and show you where I'm at. I'll admit my video coverage of the interior build has been very lacking. It's kind of a challenging environment to record, but let me show you guys where I'm at. So as you guys see right here, this is the door. Obviously I still have to install the window and put in the lock set, and I'm gonna put another coat of finish, so I'm still working on it. But what I did here is I tried something new with the internal panels. Those are cedar, and I believe they call it shoshugiban. It's a technique where you burn the wood, and then I scraped away the char and I put a red stain. As you guys can see in this particular light, it looks pretty dark. And then I added a little design, which was a cedar, and then coated it in the style of finish that the rest of the camper is in. Though I was kind of hoping for a little bit of a redder tone, I still like it. I think it's very interesting. I'm not sure if I would do it again. I'm kind of up in the air. I'm still thinking about it. But I would say largely it turned out well. I will say this, in direct sunlight, the red is a lot more apparent. But nonetheless, it created a pretty interesting texture, and I thought it looked nice. Keep in mind this door is not finished, so don't judge me on the looks here, but I'll talk about the construction a little bit. So this door is about 1 7/8 inch wide. The outside frame right here is oak. The external trim pieces are cedar, so all of this, and even these boards here. And then back here, let me twist this bad boy around. You guys can see the, I gotta do some finish sanding and everything here, but you guys can see the frame structure. So the frame structure for this is predominantly oak. So this section down here will have an insulated panel along with on the side next to the windows. And then all of this frame structure that you see around here is oak, including across here and up in here. And that's to add strength to the door and to protect the lock set and give it a good solid hardwood to lock into. The oak also accepted pocket holes really well, so it made it easy to put it together. As far as weight, I mean, that's a good concern. For me, it's a compromise, of course, because I'm trying to make everything as light as possible. But for something like the door, for both security purposes and functionality, sorry guys, I definitely, that was important to use the oak. But with all that being said, though, it's not as heavy as it may look. I haven't weighed it, but it's probably, without the window, maybe 20 or 25 pounds. Well, I didn't even want to estimate. It's not that heavy, though. It's not bad. So, all right, guys, so let's move on. We've all seen the outside. I'm sure I've showed this before, but I'll touch on it again. This is the little door here that opens up to allow for the venting of the AC. I just got one of these little latches here. This thing lifts up, and then this little diverter panel comes in there. So that's how it would function if the AC was on, sitting in the back of the truck. All right, guys, so let's go inside and do the big reveal. I do have some junk in the cab over section, so don't mind that. But here we are. The interior is largely done with a few minor exceptions. I've got to permanently affix a few more cabinet pulls. I have a little bit more electrical. I have to set up all the switches. And just a couple little odds and ends here and there. Again, it's very hard to get a good picture inside of the camper here. But you guys can see the interior is come together. And I gotta say, I'm very happy. So let me touch on a few things. I did a short about it, a little short video, but these are on gas struts, and these will shut to allow for privacy and some thermal insulation there. So this right here is the window cover. I'm debating on whether I'm going to insulate it or just use the wood. I might play that by ear. But that shuts there, and then this slides open. I will have a latch or some sort of mechanism to hold it open there. I think I'm going to use a piece of leather. This countertop, we've talked about that before, but this is walnut. I haven't got all the plumbing set up yet here, but we got a nice legitimate copper sink. And again, I haven't affixed these handles all the way yet, so hopefully it won't pop out. But this is a cabinet. This will probably be where I store some food. That's a shelf. This is another overhead cabinet, clothing, something like that. We've seen the AC. This is one single cabinet right here that can be accessed from the front or the side. That's going to be the cabinet down there for the solar gen. And down here, a little porta potty cabinet. And over here, this is the same kind of door. That's the flip up door for the front cab over windows. That's also has a gas stretch, so that shuts and opens. We saw this before. Another overhead cabinet. Again, this stuff is in here just for me to store it in the meantime. This will all come out here shortly. Another shelf. So some of the new stuff though, as you guys can see down here on the bottom, I added all the fabric covered insulation panels. I did a video on it already, but there is the table, and that's mounted on that Schedule 30 structural pipe there. And this tabletop here, this is walnut also. Little heavy, but it's a beautiful wood. It's hard, so it will dent, and allowed me just to make one thin piece of wood, and it's been very stable. And then here is my cushion job. So guys, tell me what you guys think about the blue. I like it. I really do. I will admit, upholstering, I made these cushions completely from scratch, and upholstering some cushions is a little bit of a skill set. They're not bad, but I still need some work on that, but they're sufficient. And you can see they actually hang over a little bit. That makes it a little bit more comfortable. And then tucked back up in here, and we've seen these in a previous video, is what will be it's a little hatch door, and that will be the access point to the outside for the tie downs in the truck. And there we are, guys. So we're getting very close. Right here will be the fridge, and I will put that in. I'm in no rush to get that in right now because we're gonna have to move it out. But here he goes, guys. It's going really good. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm finishing up the door, and I still got to cut in for the lock set and etc. And then this bad boy will be about ready to slide out in the driveway. I'll have to put on the vent fan and the solar panels. And like I said, I've got a lot of little miscellaneous internal stuff. I have to put in some cabinet latches and door pulls and wrap up some minor electrical stuff. But she is getting very close. And again, I apologize that I have not done a great job with detailing the interior build. It just is what it is. As of the date of this video, I'll do a live tonight, which will be 5 p.m. Pacific, if you guys are watching this. If you have any questions, and if you don't know, Camper 2.0, which was the previous one, the predecessor to this, has been sold. That's part of why there's so much junk in there. And so hopefully I will get this on the truck here within the next couple weeks and get it on its initial journey. So I appreciate you guys, all of your support and watching, and we'll be in touch.